Hey everybody, Andy here with a quick update, and then we're going to show you our daily report from the stockbroker and a little bit about an eBay account. Alright, so first up, we have a market value $4,253,242,075 dinar. And still 93. We are waiting on 27, somewhere around 27 million, I think, from BBOB dividends. And of course, that'll drive that up. And we will show you an update once that hits our account. But the market value right here just keeps climbing. So, I mean, it'll drop here and drop there a day or two here, but overall it's steadily growing. As you can see, I think one of the recent ones we did, Asia sale was at 10, it's now at 11:30, and everything is doing well for us. But each day they finally came back to doing it. They were doing a daily report and they stopped for a good while, but it is back now. And let me pull that up for October 10th. Gives you a little summary, and this is from our broker. The ISX 60 opened at 947.18, closed at 954, marking a 0.77% increase. The top gainers was Al-Mansur Pharmaceutical Industries. They changed 7.6%. We don't have either of these banks. The top three losers, nothing we're invested in. Trading volume, we do have Mansur Bank, and we've got Asia sale. And of course, the trading volume is what drives them up, down, whatever. Top three by trading value, and then the top three by trading volume. Okay, and it shows you how each sector performed. Now, I'm not going to go over these individually. You can pause the video and take a look at it if you want. But the institutional activity, a significant block trade of 10.2 billion shares of Trans-Iraq Bank for investment was executed at 0.49 per share, marking the third consecutive day of such large-scale transaction. Banking sector dominance. Of course, with all the reconstruction going on, all the building, all the economic news that continues to pour out of Iraq, the fact that they are, again, completely done with everything required for ascension into the World Trade Organization. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but folks, you got to understand, I don't believe they can have an actual ascension until they stop having a program rate on the dinar. So they've got to have a free-floating currency in order to do that. At least that's my understanding. I've been wrong once or twice. This might be the second or third time I've been wrong in my life. No, but anyway, it's everything is looking phenomenal over there right now. The ISX shows resilience with sector-specific movements, driving market dynamics. The banking sector's dominance is expected to continue, and just like they expect the economy continue to grow over there. All right, the summary. The ISX demonstrated robust activity during their week with a cumulative trading volume of 25 billion shares valued at 19.72 billion IQD. Mansour Bank emerged as the market leader in terms of trading volume, excluding block trades, showcasing consistent high investor interest throughout the week. The banking sector dominated market activity, with BMNS and National Bank of Iraq among the top performers. Notably, Trans-Iraq Bank contributed significantly to the overall volume through block trades. In the telecom sector, Asia-Cell maintained strong and stable demand across all sessions. The industrial sector saw steady investor attention, particularly Baghdad soft drinks. So there are a few of our stocks in here. The week's peak activity occurred on Thursday, October 10th, with over 11.1 billion shares traded, valued at 7.36 billion Iraqi dinar, signaling heightened investor confidence and market liquidity. All right, so there you go on that. And I've debated whether to try and show you this daily. I may not do it daily. I will do it more often, but probably not daily. So we'll just take a look at this occasionally. I don't think it's of high interest to most. They just want to know, has it happened? When is it going to happen? Why hasn't it happened? So, but I'll try to bring this to you a little bit more often. Other than that, the only related to us, all the blocks that I mentioned in the last video have been taken. It's gone. It's done. So we do not have any more blocks available at the current time. Should someone decide that they want to leave the group, then I will get back with you and let you know that there are some more blocks available. And the last thing I wanted to talk about has nothing to do with IQD, nothing to do with dinar, nothing to do with our investment. It is part of Woolard Enterprises, however. And as you know, a while back, 6-7 months ago, 8 months ago, I was taken off of eBay because it was, all I could get out of them was that the account that they canceled on me was due to an association with another suspended account, which they couldn't explain, wouldn't explain, and just said that I had no rights to further appeal, that I was done on eBay. So fast forward a few months, as you know, I buy and sell, or I buy storage units and sell the products and stuff like that. So I've been setting up at just a couple of local flea markets, and been doing okay. And I came across a unit that had just tens of thousands of magazines and comic books. The guy apparently was a distributor where he went to different stores and refilled shelves and pulled old stock and what have you. There were tons of bundles of magazines and everything else. Comics, there was somewhere between 15 and 20,000 comics themselves, and there's probably between 10 and 15,000 magazines. And when I set up at the flea markets, I didn't, magazines, just an old magazine. And I caught on that they were selling pretty decent, and have one guy that bought a bunch of computer-related or collector-type related magazines, and found his information. I was selling them for a couple bucks a piece, and he had bought quite a bit, and of course I still had thousands and thousands in my storage unit. And he just buying all he could get a hold of. Well, I found his page on eBay, and he's selling some of these for $80, and a lot of them for $30, $40 a piece. And here I am selling them for $2. Well, naturally, when I found that, the next month when he came out, the price had significantly increased. And but I thought, it's just aggravating that I never had a chance to talk to somebody that would explain or make me understand, help me understand why my account was suspended. I had 100% feedback. I shipped either that day or the following, and never had any issues at all. So they're making money. I was making money. Anyway, I went through all the hoops to have somebody from eBay call me back. I explained my situation to them, and the guy, I finally got one that acted like he was interested in what I was saying and said, "You're good." And I said, "What?" He said, "I've taken this suspension off. You're good to go." So I think that was not quite a month ago. So now I can list these magazines on here, sell them a little cheaper than what others are selling them for, and it's been going like gangbusters. Well, let me just see if I can get back to... yeah. So my handle is secondlook00, and just like I said, just started selling. I've sold, close to 40, I think, so far of these. But yeah, there's all different varieties, and so I am just scratching the surface on these. It's not all magazines. Like this is an official White House portrait. This all came out of the same storage unit, and just want to let you know in case you're interested, or if you buy old magazines, if there's something interesting to you. But there's just a ton of different stuff. I'm doing a self-promotion here, but if you're on eBay or you buy old magazines, or there's something of interest, I've got just about everything that was put out pretty much between 1999 and 2006. And like this one, I've already sold a poster that the guy had. Evidently the unit was in his younger days. He was a person that worked for the DEA. So there were some old DEA magazines. There was a poster. There's just a ton of stuff. And I think once he retired or left the DEA, he started a company where he was a distributor or middleman, something to do with magazines, as you can obviously see here. I haven't started putting the comics on here. I'm going to a Comic-Con in February, and we'll see how that part goes. But there are just a ton from every possible genre. There are just tons and tons. Now, he personally had some magazines and stuff that I guess he bought for himself, like these Time magazines. These are from the 70s. There wasn't a whole lot of them. Here's another one. But yeah, these were the mailing label was to the DEA office. But most of these are in good to fantastic condition, and I sell 2 to 3 a day on average. Like I said, it's been maybe 2 a day. I haven't figured up the average yet. There's some days I'll sell 3 or 4, and other days I'll sell none. But yeah, here's some toys. I think he distributed whatever he could, whatever the stores would allow. But yeah, it is just a wide variety of magazines, and this is only scratching the surface. But I thought you might be interested, for those of you that are collectors of anything specific, just about anything that came out throughout the years of, like I said, 1999 to 2006. Got about, I would say, I haven't counted, and I've just boxed and toted so much of it. Somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10,000. Of course, I don't get to list like I want to. I don't, just the time doesn't allow it. But over the next several weeks, I'll be listing as I can, whatever I can. And yeah, if you see 2ND look 00, second look, and that's supposed to be eyeballs, but you get it. Anyway, this second look is a company under Woolard Enterprises, so it's a part of that. No, nobody in the group is making anything off of this, so it doesn't tie into your account at all. It doesn't have anything to do with the Iraqi stock or the Iraqi dinar. So I just wanted to bring it up and do a shameless plug. But again, I think that's going to be about it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And folks, I can't help but say that we are so close, so close. I can just, of course I felt it before. I don't know what so close really means, but there is so much happening in Iraq that it has to be going somewhere, and they have to be doing this for some reason. And I truly believe that reason is a much stronger economy, a much stronger dinar, and we're going to benefit from this hopefully much sooner than later. So with that, I will let you go. You guys have a great rest of the week and weekend, and I will talk to you soon. God bless you all. Take care.